Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Yongki Ramadhan Putra, and this video is for the final exam of business course in 3B TBI. I'm in this occasion. I would like to explain about venture capital. You can see from my PowerPoint that venture capital I write for the subtitle is a flick of risk toward succession. So in this material, venture capital is a really high business chance and have a really high risk as well. So venture capital is a process by which a particular company or investment firm provide capital to a new business startup with the hope of a large potential profit in the future. So venture capital provide a capital to a new business startup with the hope of large potential profit in the future. There's really a lot of people that have a great idea to start a business, but there's not that high number of people that have a capital to start their business. So venture capital is a process of a company that provide a capital to assist the new business startup to realize their idea. So next, in the venture capital, most of the company's ownership is created and sold to several investors through independent limited partnerships established by the venture capital company. Sometimes, this partnership consists of a collection of several similar companies. So venture capital sometimes bound as one. So there's several investors that form as a company, and then they have some partnership, limited form of partnership to join the venture capital company. So they will provide the capital to some startups to realize their business idea. You can see from this PowerPoint that venture capital partnership sometimes bind as one from several company to join their capital to give to startup they want to give to. So next, however, one important difference between venture capital and other private equity deals is that venture capital tends to focus on startups seeking large funding for the first time, while private equity tends to fund larger, more established companies seeking an equity infusion or opportunity for founders' company to transfer part of their ownership. So one important difference between venture capital and other private equity deals is that venture capital focus on startups. So venture capital focus to fund the new startups idea. Say they seeking for a new startup on the market and then give their capital to their who wanna start a new business, while private equity tends to fund larger, more established companies seeking an equity infusion or opportunity for founder companies to transfer part of their ownership. So this private equity seeking for the company that have a percentage of their ownership. So they will buy some percentage of 1 or 2% with a bunch of money, and then they will have the ownership of that company, particular company. You can see from this image. So venture capital is seeking for the new startups in the market, but private equity is seeking for the larger company to buy their ownership. Venture capital will buy the idea of the startup, and then maybe in the future, like 5 or 10 years in the future, the startup will grow and then give the profit to venture capital. But private equity is funding the larger company that has been in the market, and maybe when they fund the company will give a profit more faster than the startups will give the profit. So startup will give the profit like 5 or 10 years, and larger company will give profit like just a month or a year. So that's the difference between venture capital and private equity. So thank you, that's all my explanation about this venture capital. Hope this will help you to understand the venture capital and how it will be work on the market. My name is Yongki Ramadhan Putra. This is my number and this student ID, and I am from the TBI 3B class. Thank you for listening this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.